And now we would like to talk about the most valuable lesson we learned there. And we both think the most valuable lesson is think. As the saying goes, learning without thought is labor lost, and thought without learning is powerless. And we both know thinking, how to think is very important. Plays a very important role in our study life. And first we think Australian have think more proactive than Chinese. We Chinese, as universally acknowledged, we Chinese have 13 million people, and we can say we almost have 60 students in the class, and the teacher cannot guide every student to think, and cannot get every student to think, and we know we have to pass the college entrance examination. So all the students under too much pressure to prepare this examination, and our thing is gradually become exam oriented, and also all the school has their lesson schedule for teachers, and the schedule is always very tight. All the teachers have to focus on the schedule, the teaching schedule, and focus less on the students and get them how to discuss or how to think. During these days in Australia, we learn to think through the appearance to the essence. We come here, we always think, oh, it's very beautiful here, and we never thought that why they are greater than us in some aspects. And there we learned what the difference, why we have the difference between Australia and Chinese history, cultural, animal and plants, or the education system. And we also learn the argument should be sound and valid. And we also learn that sometimes the premise we think is we believe previous is wrong, and we started to ask why things happen like that. So after these days in Australia, we no longer just accepting what we learn or we see or hear. We started to think why things happen, and what's the value behind this situation.
And the most important and the most valuable things we learn here is that Western people thinking style. You know, the thinking style. And Chinese thinking style is far from Australians. When we are emotional, protector, and like poor, close to Latino, Spanish, you know. And Australians are more logic and reasonable, and you know. And into Australians reasonable and logic. Our former English teachers are Chinese. We just learn the English words and grammars from them, not real English. So sometimes when I need a long English easily, I can know every word, but I can't understand the whole sentence. Now when I come to Australia, it's better now. the pressure of NCEE, the National College Entrance Exam, we have the examination-oriented education system. So the high score is the most important thing we care. We don't have time to have practical thought. So practical thought, our teacher called it wasting time. But now when I come to Australia, the teacher encourage us to logic and critical thinking. So our thinking style changed. Now, how to improve Chinese thinking style? Some change happened in our coastal province like Shanghai, Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and so on. And we will learn more about logic thinking style from the Western countries. So we come here, and we have thought Qingdao, Qingdao students we met yesterday. They're high school students. They come here to learn some more about Australia and more about the Western country. In the future, the international react will happen more and more. So we will learn more about the other world. Thank you for your listening.
Daisy, can you put